When I did write, it wasn't very authentic. It's a love letter to my past self and also to others out there who may not have figured themselves out sexually.
Fuck! It's broken again. Can you fix this? I really have to go. Oh yeah, my package. Can you sign for it when it comes?
Are you gonna be home tonight?
Why?
I've been working on my column lately, and
I absolutely love the style of the whole thing. Everything from the music to the costumes and the lighting. It was all fantastic. They just created this really wonderful world here. The two main characters were fantastic. I loved how different they were. There was such a great kind of awkward chemistry between the two of them. And it was funny.
Absolutely loved the lighting and that aesthetic vision from the beginning. It added to this kind of hazy sensuality of this dream fantasy world. It was just really playful filmmaking of some styles that I haven't previously seen, and it really did bring us into that genre of fantasy and those feelings of desire. It held a great level of humor and intrigue, and the music, I think, 100% added to this. The 80s type dream pop, which has that level of cheesiness, but is undeniably fun and self-aware. And I think that really came through. Yeah, it was an unexpected twist on like the Virgin kind of movie, but was done with an honesty and a groundedness that I think made it really, really enjoyable.
It drew you in. It made you sit there and wonder, okay, what's going to happen next? It was very well written, very, very well crafted. I love a lot of the shots that they did and the lighting that they used. I thought that the actors, both of the actors, did such a great job. It was a really, really cool story that was going on. And the music that they chose, absolutely perfect. It really was. There were moments in this that were genuinely funny. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's because I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. I don't know. But when the sex toys started to come out and the expression on the lead actor's face, I just thought that it was very, very comical. The cut to was perfect, timed so perfectly.
I kind of like the approach of telling the story as a part of his magazine column. I thought that was super interesting. One of the strongest things I thought the film did really well was the lighting. I mean, a lot of the colored lights were just super beautiful and just worked really well in the film. And I thought the set design and wardrobe was really well done as well. And I just really thought the characters kind of had a super interesting relationship, and they were kind of these foil characters that I thought worked really well. And I was so interested just to know like more about these characters and how they found each other, which I think would have been interesting to go into.
I was really intrigued by these two characters, how they play off of each other, and kind of the mystery behind how they met each other, how they combine and tell this story surrounding virginity, but shown through this newspaper column. It was really interesting to watch. You did a great job with the cinematography. You do a great job establishing tone through the different colors in every scene. Everything is incredibly artistic and thought through and purposeful, and it made the piece really, really lovely to watch.
Fun, quirky. I love the style of it, all the different music styles that were involved. At one point, it kind of felt like a mysterious film noir type music going on, and just all of it, the music added so much to this message and tone of the film. And the lighting and the different, like getting you into his fantasy world transitions were so smooth that sometimes I wasn't sure what was fantasy and what was reality. And I think it was a good indication of what goes on in our own fantasy and reality. It's kind of easy to transition in and out, and kind of get them blurred sometimes. And also it was such a good message about sexuality and kind of coming into your own sexuality and coming to terms with who you are. And if you need to be defined, can you have, more than one choice? And it was done in a fun, and there was a lot of comedy in it, a fun comedic way, but not over the top comedy either. So it was still taken very seriously, in my opinion, but not too seriously. The characters, I thought the actors did a really great job of committing to their characters, and especially the lead guy. You could see, his cool side and his not so cool, not so confident side. And I just thought it was so well done and so fun.
Cyber Baby was definitely interesting visually. It was cool to see the makeup and costumes at the start and how that contrasted with the different version of themselves that the character experienced, and kind of using that visually to tell a story. I thought that was really cool.
Different facets of sexuality and what it can mean to people, and him having a roommate that is like a like a video girl or whatever. I thought was a really interesting twist, because then that kind of put them at odds, and having her be the way more experienced one and him being the less experienced one. I think as a society we don't get that perspective very often. So I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really nice, and really well done. And their chemistry and their kind of dynamic between the two of them I thought was really well played. And then just seeing kind of him come into his own confidence. You have the kind of introduction at the very beginning, and then by the very end you kind of understand where all that's coming from, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was well done.